What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero.
And Lizzie.
And welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2. In the last episode, we finished up the investigation, and now we are at the trial.
Yeah.
And really quick announcement, this actually isn't the second, or this is actually the second time we're trying to record this episode. A lot of stuff happened. Long story short, believe me, it'll be better quality if you just accept this second time through. Now, we didn't get very far, so we really still have plenty to react to,
I'm
plenty
sure
to think
all
through.
of the crazy plot twists and stuff that you really are excited to see us react to,
yeah,
we'll definitely be there.
Don't worry. We did not get through a lot.
Get very far.
Yeah. And another thing is, we looked into figuring out dub versus sub, being able to switch in-game, and we couldn't really figure it out. So, for the time being, we're going to leave it as subbed.
Mainly because we don't have a choice.
Yeah, we straight up just don't know how to switch it. So, if you know how to, help us out.
Yeah. We
Appreciate
went to
it.
the system settings and couldn't find it or anything.
Yeah, we couldn't find main menu settings, whatever.
But
anyways, right into this trial. Ooh, the nice art.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Anyways, the person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it.
Rip. Pink Togami.
Pink Togami. But, if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. Let the hype flow through your veins. And so,
Okay, sound like a Gundam.
this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Do you remember when Nagi was this deadly something and this deadly...
with all of the alliteration. And,
yeah, not even alliteration, just repeating the same word.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we are with court prep. For the most part, this looks very familiar. Let's set our skills.
Guys, we got so many skills.
We are a very talented person. We have no skills. We can take a look at the handbook. We can take a look at the ammunition, or the truth bullets.
But I kind of want to just hop into it.
Yeah, I kind of just want to hop into it. I feel like we know the ammunition pretty well. We can change the difficulty. That's pretty nice. But regardless, ooh, this music gets me pumped up.
I know.
Gets me a little tense in the zone. Anyways, let's hop into this.
Let's go. Are you ready?
I sure hope so. Class trial, stato.
Bye.
If anyone gets that reference. Oh, something else worth noting. Everyone has long sentences to talk, so we're going to let a lot of people do a bunch of their voice acting, but if it gets to be a little bit too much of a drag...
Also, Monokuma talks a lot, so
yeah, we might jump in the middle of their voice acting. Don't hate us too much. And poor Monami in the background.
Oh.
Monami, though. Alright, anyways, now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. Darega hannin ka. During the class trial, you'll present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I like the HUD again. It's very similar to the first one,
cool.
But I like the little animation in the background and stuff. It's nice.
Such a cool rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us? Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Basically, you can't pull, chapter 4 or 5 trial from DR1 on us. Yeah.
That zoom in is so freaky.
Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is going to be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. Again, throwing out all the Danganronpa 1 tricks.
Yep.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Monami is so adorable.
I know, and the little mushrooms.
The mushrooms when she's down. Hajimemashou.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do? No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
She's so down to brawl all the time.
She's so ready to fight.
Were you even listening to the rules? Loading censored version, loading censored version. Didn't that Togami guy get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No crap, you guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Good guy, Kamaida, already coming through.
I know, already bringing the trial back on track.
Anyway, why don't we try and talk about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh? The most pressing issue on our minds? Where are you going with this, Hanamura? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table. Admittedly, like, that wouldn't be the most, like, strange or peculiar thing about this murder, in my opinion. So I don't know why we're starting here. But of course.
But Komaida's walking us through.
But Komaida is the hand holder.
Then let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Togami's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that. But ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. You don't say.
Thank you, Hinata.
If we can't do that... No. Thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. Welcome, narrator. I love this narrator. He's so sassy, so funny.
He's so funny.
He or she.
Yes, thank you.
From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. Fair warning. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other, without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. I have a crappy mouse, so probably hear it. Not a big deal. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Alright, non-stop debate, hi!
GLHF. Alright, let's hop into this. I love non-stop debates. Non-stop debates from the very... Oh, I didn't know we could edit it like this. That's pretty neat. I loved the non-stop debates in the first game. It was so cool. I love the HUD. It's nice.
And the new, like, start-finish thing.
His body was on the table at the very back of the dining hall. This is true. After the killer murdered Togami, they probably moved the body there.
Huh?
Why?
Obviously by hiding the body.
Oh, Ibiki.
They tried to delay its discovery. Like a dog burying its bone.
Of course, he tries like some ridiculously adorable analogy.
I
With
know,
so much
it's like
excitement.
says it super excitedly and cute.
Alright, cool. Huh? What he said was strange. Clearly contradicts the information I know.
It's probably
The bloodstain under the table, if I had to guess.
There's only one statement we can contradict, so.
Yeah. Should be fine. Get ready to quick scope this statement. Kaboom! Face hit me up.
I don't like his voice as much as I like Nagi's. It's not as like impactful.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It doesn't like deliver as well. No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible to kill and move the body. I see. I get your point.
That change of pace.
I know.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
So much shade. I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was that under the table?
Togumi was probably killed under the table. What? You think he was killed under the table? So, Togumi snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Fun fact. Snuck was not actually a word until it was
Oh my god.
incorrectly.
Him and his fun facts about like the English language and grammar and stuff.
It was incorrectly used so many times that it became normal / like appropriated into the English language.
Alright.
But the original past tense version of the word sneak is sneaked.
I've heard this multiple times, guys.
Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table. That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always such a big jokester.
Were you even there, Owadi? Did you like even talk to Togumi?
It's one of those things where like after someone dies you always like say really good things about them even if they weren't true.
Gotcha. The heck he was? You seriously gonna tell what kind of person he was? Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table. It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table. The reason why is probably connected to what Togumi was doing during the party, don't you think? The reason Togumi dove under the table, if it's connected to what Togumi was doing during the party, then it's probably...
Okay, alright guys, so let's talk about this for a second. This literally had us stumped for so long. It was ridiculous.
It was demoralizing is what it was.
It was awful. I was literally like, none of these like follow that well directly. And so at first that was like, okay, Duralumin case, that was like, he brought it to the party and it was like all of his security gear. So.
And like what he was doing at the party, like he was essentially patrolling, he was giving pat downs, he was trying to make sure the place was as secure as possible.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, why would Togumi go under there? Maybe because he knew that like the weapon was hidden there or like hid it there. Maybe it was because he anticipated this sort of event and was trying to hide. So we were like, okay, what kind of a thing would do that? We were like, maybe the night vision goggles?
Yeah, maybe night vision goggles, maybe Duralumin case.
Maybe Duralumin case, things relevant to what he had, preparation for a blackout or something like that.
We're thinking also maybe like,
maybe Ibuki's account even would reveal that like,
he was like moving towards the back of the room during the like blackout. I think for the note, the murder note was like, oh, why he threw the party in the first place.
Right. But we were really confused. Really confused. And I think, if I recall correctly, the answer is the knife.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to assume, I believe, that he was going for a knife he planted there in preparation for something bad potentially happening. But I think it's more natural to assume, or more natural and intuitive to assume that Togumi was playing defensively, more so than aggressively.
Than actively like having a weapon hidden.
Right. And the thing is, in order to get there, he would need to have the night vision goggles. And to us, it's not feasible for him to have the blackout happen and then go in the Duralumin case, unlock it, open up the night vision goggles, put on the night vision goggles, and then run to the table and find the knife while all of this is going on fast enough.
Yeah.
So that just didn't make a lot of sense to us. So that was really frustrating.
Yeah,
actually.
that was like super frustrating.
But regardless, it probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Except not actually. Togami probably noticed that the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table. He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table? He couldn't have noticed normally, right? Because, like, it was under the table cover and all that.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Unless he planted it there in case there was a blackout.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment? Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table. No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that. I love that.
Of course, I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot, but from this point on there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Alright, let's go.
Let's hop into this non-stop debate and see what we can do. We got all the bullets.
It's probably the night vision goggles.
Yeah, if I recall correctly. Sure, Togami dumped on the table during the blackout.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
You're fine.
That sounds correct.
I love Sonya's voice acting.
If that's the case. During
Mr.
the blackout, Mr. Hands must have seen the killer take the knife. But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't even see my food. Togami couldn't see in the dark either.
Sorewa chigauzo. Cool, cool. Yeah, no, Togami could definitely see if he had night vision goggles. But also at this point we were like, wait. But like, he would have had to have gone to the Duralumin case, opened the Duralumin case in the pitch black as well.
Yeah, like how would he have been able to do that?
And react to it so fast. Because like, if he had night vision goggles on him at the time, it would be pretty apparent to everyone else, I'd imagine.
Yeah, exactly. They were in the Duralumin case, so.
Yeah. So, no, Togami is probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found on the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Togami was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Whoa, Koizumi.
I love this animation. I love that like interruption animation. It's cool. It's like they can do the whole like chigauzo.
Yeah, like when you like break into the middle.
It's like we said a weak statement that they're trying to contradict. I like that a lot.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around.
Seriously, the killer used those night vision goggles, not Togami.
Were you surprised by Koizumi's sudden argument?
Oh my gosh, this narrator. Love it.
This narrator, so shattering these fourth walls.
Just between you and me.
Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. Sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna be frank. This game is so counterintuitive the first time you were playing.
I know. We were like, what is happening
What
right
is
now?
happening? How do I know where I'm going to be slicing? I'm not moving on the reticle. And, like, why are certain directions more important than others? Like,
yeah, and we were like, do you just cut up and down with, like, where? When?
Right.
I don't... What?
It was very confusing. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. The first time I did this, I was just listening to her remarks, waiting for a weak spot to show up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we, like, lost.
They were like, oh, no, you just listen, like, nothing will happen.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, okay. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. And even when it came to this, we weren't sure if we had to, like, wait for it to go, like, where you normally cut.
Oh,
or,
like, do you, like, cut it, or do you, like, hit it, or do you, like, aim with it? Like,
Yeah, I was like...
a cursor, so we couldn't aim to it.
When they say, like, refute the weak spots with, like, the left mouse button, I was like, oh, weak spot shows up, like, where's the reticle? Where can I, like, aim to, like, slice it or something like that? And it was just a mess.
Yeah.
Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you'll not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bolts will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during yada yada yada. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Alright, well, let's get back into this.
Yeah. So we'll give this a go. Okay, so I believe...
Should be Duralumin case.
The Duralumin case, I think?
Yeah, because, like, that's where the night vision goggles were, right?
Yeah,
that's
probably.
That's how we proved it was Togami.
So, like, I'll, like, start slicing these up. But, like, I don't understand why I just hit up and down. You know? I'll slice this too, and this, and this. And, like, sometimes they turn red. And, like, but I'm still getting a combo. So, like, I don't know. So, like, now I'll cut that, and, like, that worked.
Yeah.
It worked. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of, like,
you're
blindly
like, up,
following.
Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, click.
Yeah. As soon as I saw the weak spot. So, like, not 100% positive for it right now. That being said, I like it a lot more than Hangman's Gambit, which someone just recently reminded me that it is for a Japanese audience, and they left the Hangman's Gambit answers in English. So that's why it would have been difficult for the typical audience.
Although there were some times where it was just really hard because we were like, what is this word supposed to be? I don't know.
Right, yeah. But anyways, no, Togami was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely, but why?
Inside the Duralumin case Togami had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Wahoo! I said assume. Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Ibuki praising herself. No, she's so funny. But, like, lighthearted movies.
I know, right?
Plus, Togami was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case. Since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? Times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew, you totally meant that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles. 2? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it.
Duct tape.
Yeah, the duct tape. Yeah. Damn, these animations are slick.
I love this, like, the hand.
Yeah, the little hand movement. There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found the duct tape there.
I can't take this seriously with Monami
Monami
just
in the
like
background,
hanging in the
swinging.
background. Though Togami was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic.
Sorry.
It's okay. Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
Probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder. Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye? Completely ignored.
I know, right?
You
Shut
think so
down.
too? Right, Hinata? That's right. Togami probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur.
Alright, we got this one.
Yeah, this one's a little more straightforward.
We got it.
Just a little bit. I still can't believe this is a funny thing. This is like important.
I know,
like, relevant.
I know.
I'm excited to see how so. But anyways.
Alright, I think it's one of the last ones.
Yeah.
If not the last one. Oh, yep. Murder threat.
Kyotsuke. It was Iksamabukuro.
Kyotsukete.
Kyotsukete. The murder threat.
Whoa, it's different.
Yeah, I like it. Everyone, can you please take a look at this? That music drop though.
No.
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Hey, the heck is this? Hinata and I found this in Togami's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me.
Are you sure?
What is that, like purple?
I don't know.
I think that's a question mark.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
agreed.
okay. The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Those are still lies. Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So Togami became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have just been a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate. Ugh, he should have told us he received a threatening letter. If he had, we would have panicked. Togumi probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. His strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing. Shh, screw that noise. Who the heck wrote that letter? Well, obviously the killer.
The killer? So everyone's thrown for a loop by the fact that we mentioned the killer.
Oh no.
Is it really one of us?
I don't know.
Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Togumi? Why are we getting like super like general
meta.
deep like meta right now? Enough already. Show yourself, you coward.
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Togumi. There's no way I can believe that, yet...
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Yes, you can, Sonia, but you can do so in the next episode. If you guys are enjoying the first class trial, be sure to hit that like button and let us know. Let us know in the comments what you like about this trial in particular, without spoiling.
Obviously.
And if you have little tips that won't take away from any spoils or anything like that, because I'm super paranoid about spoils.
Super paranoid.
Be sure to leave in the comments below, because I do not want these minigames to drag down this entire game, which was sort of a thing towards the end of Danganronpa 1.
Yeah, I could tell, like, it was kind of like, oh, I just want to progress with the story, and these minigames are getting a little old.
Right. But anyways, we're looking forward to the next episode. I hope you guys are too. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero.
And Lizzie.
And this mission is complete.